I'm back! 2025 is going to be my best year of fitness ever. I'm peaking, I'm going to be amazing, and this is how I'm going to do it. 2024 was amazing for a plethora of reasons outside of just fitness, but I did not hit my marathon goal.
My quads are cooked, my hamstrings started cramping.
2025 will not be the same. There are quite a few things I'm going to do to make sure of that, and a lot of them are going to be fun, and I hope you guys will enjoy following along. Number one thing I've always struggled with is cutting to the weight I'm trying to get to, so this January I'm going to officially try to count calories for the first time. Is it going to be miserable? I don't really know. I've heard it's not that fun, but I guess we'll see. Hopefully with that, on top of a lot of running and working out that obviously I'm still going to be doing, I'll be able to get to a weight where I can fly just a little bit more and get to where I want to be. Hopefully this time it won't be at the expense of any upper body muscle that I have, because this time I'm going to try to keep that as well. It is very hard though with so many miles going to the gym. Oh no, 2025 will be different. Depending on how counting calories goes through January, I may try to finish it out through my next marathon training block. Speaking of which is the Pittsburgh Marathon. This training block is going to be a lot different because I will be trying to count calories. I will be lifting through the whole thing, which I did last time, but I'm going to be way more consistent about it this time. No more excuses, no more letting up. The last marathon really lit a fire in me, and I'm so ready to go. This next year I'm going to be doing so much. So yeah, as I already said, I'm going to be doing the Pittsburgh Marathon next year, but that's not all I'm going to be running next year. In 2025, I'm planning on doing way more races in general, just not even all marathons, just anything. The first of which I'm officially signed up for, the Philadelphia Love Run. I've never done it before, but I've heard great things, and it seems like such a fun race to be a part of, so I honestly can't wait for that. I officially signed up and created a team for a couple of my friends who may do it, so if you want to join that, it's called Fish Out of Water, and I'll leave a link in the description to sign up if you want to join. It should be fun. I signed up for the 7K, which obviously isn't like a normal distance race. Honestly, something I'm pretty excited for because it gives me a little bit of a different training plan. I don't think I'm going to be going all out training just for that because the Pittsburgh Marathon is actually May 4th, and it overlaps pretty heavily if I do a 16-week plan. The Love Run is March 30th, so it's obviously going to be right in the thick of marathon training at that point. Definitely not long enough to destroy my whole plan, but just something fun to do in the middle of it, and something to work towards to keep my motivation up. I feel like last year doing an 18-week marathon training plan, it felt so long and so tedious at some points. I just felt like I couldn't see the end of it. I'm hoping introducing this little race in the middle of it, or I guess towards the end of it, but in the middle of it essentially. Hopefully it gives me a little bit of a spark in the middle and pushes me towards that like meeting point? No, that's not the right word. Checkpoint, there it is. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I'll mostly be training for the marathon at that point and introducing hopefully a little bit more speed work and stuff like that in for the 7K. But the 7K won't be my main priority. It's mostly something just fun to do. My goal for that race that I'm really going to try to do is cut below 200 pounds, ideally 190 to 195. I ran my last race right around 200 to 205, and I'd like to be a little lighter, hopefully while keeping muscle. So January is going to be a hard month, especially when I'm craving that late night pizza. But anyway, that's not all I'm going to be doing. I'm also doing a Tough Mudder for the first time.
Oh, you feel it? Where's the other ice? This is too fucking hot.
I like Tough Mudder because it's not a race, it's a challenge. And the energy and the atmosphere is that we're all on the same team.
75 miles!
Yes guys, this is also just a really fun thing that I wanted to try at some point, and I'm going to be doing it with a couple friends as well. For those of you who don't know, the Tough Mudder isn't really a racer necessarily trying to crush for time, you know, stuff like that. You can do the obstacles with friends, you can, you know, kind of take your time, you can skip obstacles if you want, but essentially I'm signed up for the 5K of that, and it comes with a bunch of physical trials and obstacles as well. So that's another reason I'm going to have to keep my upper body in shape during this marathon training block. That Tough Mudder is actually only a couple of weeks after the Pittsburgh Marathon, so that's going to be a fun month, I can tell you that for sure. A lot of pain, a lot of suffering, hopefully a lot of fun though. It may be type 2 fun, but it still counts all the same. So that takes me up to the end of May. about the first half of next year. I'm sorry to tell you guys, I don't have my whole year planned out as of yet. Which marathon I run in the fall next year heavily depends on if I can somehow manage to sneak my way into the New York Marathon. I think it would be so fun to do that. Obviously the odds are like really low. If I could do it for charity, that would be really ideal, which I will try to do, but obviously I'm not counting on it. Obviously I would love to run some world marathon majors at some point. I tried to do Chicago and I got in through charity last year, but I actually dropped my acceptance because I was just frankly really nervous after running my first one, and I didn't even know if I would want to run a second one. But now I'm mentally ready. Who knows, maybe one day I'll be taking a trip to London, to Tokyo, to wherever else just to run and torture myself a little bit more. But for now, we wait and see. Philly's obviously on my radar once again. Maybe go for the 3P, that's a possibility. I had also had thoughts about doing the Atlantic City Marathon last year, so that's also on my radar. And one other thing that is really on my radar, a half or full Ironman. What? I can't lie, I've seen some videos of people doing half Ironman and full Ironman, and I'm kind of inspired. I would love to be able to do that. I swam a little in high school, so I kind of want to try it again. I don't know how I would try it again. I'd have to find a pool and such. But I feel like it's one of those things that I would just be so proud to do, and it would be so much fun doing it too. And then if I do that, I don't have to be a fish out of water anymore. I can just be a fish. So anyway, I'm definitely not committing to that or anything by any means, but just letting you guys know it's on my radar. Something I'm thinking about, and hopefully I'll be able to do maybe next year, maybe the following year, but it's something I want to do. Training for that would just be a different beast though, so I don't know. Anyway, all of this is to say that 2025 is going to be a freaking amazing year. I'm going to be doing a lot of races. Biggest priority is to do a lot more short races, so on top of those little 5Ks and whatever else, I'll probably be adding a few more races here and there just throughout the year. They're small, they're low committal, and they're just really fun to do. I feel like scoping out the vibes of different 5Ks is just like, it could be a fun little hobby of mine. Maybe do a little travel for it. Who knows, but that's on my radar. So 2025, the year of races. More races, Tough Mudder, marathon, counting calories, keeping my muscle for once, and hopefully a big challenge at the end of the year. Hopefully 320 will happen this year. That is still my goal, no matter how outrageous it may or may not be. It's also on my radar to try getting a coach. I probably won't do it for this Pittsburgh one, but depending on how it goes, depending on how I feel, maybe depending on what marathon I end up running in the fall, that could be an option for then. Whatever I end up doing, I'm sure it'll be a lot of fun, and I hope you guys will enjoy coming along with me. If you have any specific parts of training or anything like that you want to see, please let me know. I would love to give you guys exactly what you want on top of my newfound reaction content. And I'm so excited. We're gonna hit new highs in fitness on this channel, in everything. So hope you guys come along with me, and I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you next time, hopefully out somewhere running not too cold. Peace.